Alright, if you're watching this video, you probably want to learn about translations, and I'm just going to cut right to the chase. A translation is a type of transformation that slides a shape. It doesn't change size, flip, rotate, it doesn't do any of that. It just slides. Now that you know what a translation is, it's time to get some important vocab in. See, a translation is a slide that moves every point of a shape the same distance in the same direction. You might want to write this down. The pre-image is the original figure before the translation. The image is the new figure after the translation. We label image points with a prime symbol like J prime. It kind of looks like a little comma. So that's, no, not an apostrophe, and that's how you can remember it. The translation rule. A rule that tells us how each point moves. It looks like x comma y. Arrow pointing this way. X plus h comma y plus k. You know, h tells us how far left or right we're gonna go, while k tells us how far up or down we're gonna go. Now that we understand all the vocab, now we can get to an example. Alright, so now you can see triangle JKL with vertices J, -4, 7, K, 0, 8, and L, -4, 1. See, now we're gonna apply the rule that we discussed in the vocab. So x comma y, arrow pointing that way, x plus 2, which is in place for the h, and y minus 2, which is in place for the k. Alright, now I'm gonna apply it and show you how it's done. See, this is what a complete translation would look like. See, I color-coded them. I suggest you do that at home so that the lines don't blend together because it can get confusing as you go on. Okay, so you can see that I went down 2 and to the right 2, because that is what the rule was for this specific example. So you can see that -4, 7 turned into -2, 5. You can write down the math in between if you would like. If it helps you as a reference for when you're doing the problems in the future, I highly suggest that. And we have -4, 1 becomes 1, 2, and 0, 8 becomes -3, 1, as you can see here. So JKL is now down here, and that's how you plot that. Are there any questions?
I have a question. Is it true that the X is negative, you go to the left, and if it's positive, you go to the right?
Yeah, that's right. Yep. Yeah. You're welcome. Alright, let's have a quick summary or recap of what we learned today. Okay, so we learned that translations, they slide. They don't flip or rotate or any of that, or enlarge, or what we would call dilating. They don't dilate. They just simply slide, whether that's left or right or up or down. We can determine if it's going left or right, up or down by, of course, the translation rule, which is one of our vocab words, which I hope you wrote down. And that's pretty much all I have for today. If you wish to improve on dilation, I recommend doing practice problems, a bunch of practice problems, and using the example we did today as a reference or a base point to look back at to make sure that you're doing everything right. And of course, you can rewatch this video. All right, that's all I have for you today. I wish you all the best, and you're translating. That's all I have for you today. Goodbye.